guys, welcome to Science Space. Today I'm going to share a very good opportunity with you guys. This is regarding a PhD application form launched by Indian Institute of Technology for this semester, semester 1, 2026. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and just apply. So I would quickly guide you here with the details and everything. So you just type Indian Institute of Technology, New Delhi, PhD applications. Okay, we can see, yes, click on this and we can see here the applications have been launched for PhD, MTech, MS, MDS, MPPMA, and MSc and MSc Economics programs for the first semester 2026-2027, and last date of submission along with the requisite fee, that is 11/4/2026, which means till 4 p.m. you can apply. So let me show you the advertisement for the first semester here. Okay, here is the flyer. And online applications for the following programs have been launched: applied mechanics, biochemical engineering, chemical engineering, chemistry, civil engineering, computer science and engineering, design, electrical engineering, energy science and engineering, humanities, management, mathematics, material science, mechanical engineering, physics, textile and fiber. And these are all the centers. MTech departments are also listed here, as you people can see. Okay. There's an MSR program as well, and an interdisciplinary MTech program as well. So there is also high value assistantship is available in some MTech programs which are of 3 years. Okay. So this that is the key. Okay, high value assistantships are also available. So you can imagine how valuable the MTech from IIT Delhi is. Moreover, okay, yeah. See, this is a flyer, but all of the details are given majorly in the information brochure. See, admission to PhD, MTech, MSR can be on full time, part time, depending upon availability of seats and opted by the candidates. For sponsored part time candidates, the details of minimum experience as on the date of registration and after the qualifying degree, they are given in the information brochure. So do not just go and apply, just read the information brochure properly and see if you are eligible or not first. Okay, because a lot of times what happens is people see the advertisement, they become excited and they go and they just apply. Later on they qualify as well, but what happens is later the academics found out that they are not eligible, so there and then they are rejected. So yeah, and the institute has a very strict policy regarding this. So this is MDS, okay, MSc, and MPP is also 4 sem. MA and joint MSc is also available, and that joint MSc is also 4 sem, and that is in collaboration with Sorbonne University. Okay, in biological sciences through Kusuma School of Biological Sciences, there is an MSc program for JAM qualified candidates. Okay, so let's see what's the eligibility. We will go through this in the information brochure because we need to majorly see the information brochure first. Okay, so this is the application procedure. You can submit the application form, okay, only through the online mode, and they are not required to send the hard copy of the application form and the fee. Okay, so you can submit the application online. Okay, you can access the institute website and fill the form. So candidates belonging to general OBC EWS, they are required to pay a fee of 200 per application form. So rupees 50 per application form for SC, ST and PWD categories. Okay, and the bank charges will be borne by the candidate. So the information of financial assistance or whatever the scholarships for full-time PhD, MTech, MDES, MSR, MSc, MPP and MA students, that is available in the information brochure. Okay, so SC, ST, PWD students who are admitted to postgraduate PhD programs, they are exempted from payment of tuition fee, and foreign nationals, they are not eligible to apply against this advertisement. So for them there is a separate advertisement. Okay, And in fact, the name of the program may change before the start of the academic session. So the submission of online application form will has commenced from 21/3, which means from March it's ongoing. And the last date for the submission of online applications with the application fee is 11/4/2026 till 4 p.m. Okay, so this was regarding the information brochure. Let us, sorry, the yes, the advertisement. So let's see what's there in the information brochure. Okay, here is the information brochure. Okay, yes, see, nice. Okay, these are all the details that are given. A message from Dean of Academics, important dates, introduction, credit system, PhD programs, MTech, Masters, MSc, like everything is given. What's the reservation, general guidelines? What we are mainly concerned here is not about the accommodation, not about anything. We are here concerned about eligibility, where we have to see if we are eligible or not. Okay, let's just see. Let's just quickly scroll and let's just see. Yeah, here are the dates as we have seen. And even if there are some interviews, you will be informed via email. The every interview, okay, if you're submitting 4 5 application forms, all of them would have separate interviews. So general, these are tentative dates, May 13 to June 15. Okay, and then orientation is scheduled in the July. That's the key. Okay, okay, let's see. Yeah, here. Okay, we are mainly concerned about you know, the admission guidelines. See, there are some minimum requirements that are set up by the DRC chairperson, okay, and they can specify higher shortlisting criteria as well, okay. So, in addition to the qualifying degrees listed in the shortlisting criteria, the consideration of equivalent degrees, if any, that rests with the department, that rests with the center and the score, okay. Yeah, so they will decide if those equivalent degrees are considered or not. So let's see. Yeah, here is the eligibility. So this is for the full-time PhD programs. For if your qualifying degree is MTech, ME, MD, MDS, MBA through CAT or any equivalent degree, you'll get 60%. You are having 60% marks, or your CGPA is 6. So on a scale of 10 pointer, okay, and the gate qualification for this class, it's waived off, okay, so you can easily take admissions here, okay, like fill the application form, you're eligible. Next is MSc, MBA, okay, MA, okay, MBBS or equivalent. 60% of the marks, 6 CGPA on a 10-pointer scale, but you must be qualified um, any national level examination like GATE, CSIR, UGC NET, JEST, ICAR, ICMR, DST Inspire Fellowship, or NBHM. Any of these exams should be qualified. Now, BE, BTech, or 4 year BS, BSc in person or equivalent, 70% marks or 7 CGP on a 10-pointed scale, you must be qualified GATE, JES, CSIR. As I have said, like the above exams, UGC NET, SEED, ICA, DST, Inspire Fellowship, NBHM, any of these exams, they must be qualified. So don't apply if you have an MSc, you have an MBA, non-CAT MBA, you have an MA, you have MBBS or equivalent, and you don't have a national level examination. Even if they shortlist you, even if you qualify the interview, even if you are in the list, later when you go to the academics, they reject your selection because they clearly see this brochure and they clearly see what is asked by the department and then they reject you, because this has happened to one or two of my batchmates. So clearly, okay, I am just informing everyone about it because it really hurts. So this is we take 4 year BS BSc. Okay, the same condition here. If you do not have a qualified like a gate examination score, you don't have CSI or any other fellowship, do not apply. You're even if you're gonna get selected, they won't take you. They won't admit you. Okay. Now, So for SC, ST, PWD, minimum performance in the qualifying degree is relaxed 60% to 55%. Okay. Yeah. So minimum performance in the qualifying degrees lags from 70 to 65. So they have some relaxations, SC, ST, and PWD. Now, qualifying performance, degree performance is computed by aggregating performance over all the semesters or years of qualifying degree as per the credit or weightage system approved in the institution board where the degree has been completed. Okay. Anyways, so requirement of gate national examination is waived for some categories. So what are those categories? If you know, you're planning to apply and you don't have a gate examination, you don't have a net examination, you don't have any other national level, but what are some of the categories in which they will consider? Number one is currently those students that are registered in centrally funded institutes. Okay, they are pursuing CFTIs, we call them. There's a list which is available on the internet. Check that list if your institute falls under a CFTI. In that case, you must not have to have a BTech, you must not have to have an MTech. Um, you must not, sorry, you must not have to have a national level exam. Okay, so this is pursuing BTech. Okay, 4 year BSc in this. Uh, okay, minimum 4 year duration in which of minimum 4 year admission to which is on the basis of JEE exam who have completed 6 semesters have a CGPA of 8 or above on a 10-pointer scale. So they must obtain a CGPA of 8 or above at the time of the graduation before they formally register the PhD program. Okay, this is clear. Now, graduates of CFTIs in the programs are marked under 1 with a final graduation CPA of 8. Okay, MA or MSc graduates from IITs within CGPA with a CGPA of 8 or above, they can also apply. So for the purpose of shortlisting, the primary method of evaluation would be aggregate percentage wherever that would be appropriate, followed by the institution where the candidate has obtained his or her qualifying degree will be used with the IIT Delhi for determining whether the candidate meets the final shortlisting requirements or not. So in case now for the assistantship purposes, the scholarship purposes, and now for the qualification, candidates with an MBBS qualification, they will be considered equivalent to an MTech. Okay, for admission to PhD in the Center for Biomedical Engineering if you are an aspirant for that. For candidates with the MA degree in English, a 5% relaxation in marks or zero point 0.5 relaxation in CGPA may be permitted for admission to PhD program in humanities department. And of course, the candidates holding an MBA degree, they are eligible for applying to PhD program in the Department of Management Studies. We know that. Now, what are the qualifications for the part-time PhD program or the sponsored one? Now, see, only the employees of public sector or the government departments or research and development organizations or private industries that are approved by the faculty boards, those are only eligible to these programs. Okay, now the minimum full-time experience is here. Okay, if your qualifications are these, you don't need any experience. Okay, if your qualifications are BE, BTech, MSc, MA, MBA equivalent, you need a 1 year experience. Now, if you have a BTech, 4 year BS in person, MBBS or equivalent, you again need 1 year experience. And working in IIT Delhi project or regular, you need an experience of 1 year. So, which is work experience post qualification. So, that's the key. Okay, now PhD, BTech, okay, in person. Other than CFTIs, if you're not qualified from a central university, you're not qualified from a CFTI, you need a two-year experience. Okay, for MTech and MSR, you need 6 months experience. Okay, again for MTech and MSR, if you're working in IIT Delhi, you need 6 months experience. Okay, now if again you're an MTech and an MSR and you are from an institute other than a CFTI, then you need an experience of 1 year. So these are some of the minimum qualifications for the candidates that are laid by the institute. Okay, So now, minimum qualifications for these candidates is same as for the full time, but except that the requirement of qualifying examination, which is the national level examination, that is waived off. But you need to have some experience. So for part-time candidates from outside of Delhi NCR, okay, at a radial distance of more than 50 kilometers, there's a minimum residency period of 6 months, okay, and DRC, CRC, or SRC, they may specify a higher residency based on the courses, which would be recommended as well as according to the background. Okay. Now, sponsored full time candidates seeking admissions on the basis of study or leave, they must also submit a sponsorship certificate on a proper letterhead from the appropriate authority, okay, in the organization, clearly stating for the period of his or her studies in the program. So he would be treated as on duty with usual salary and allowances, and she will be fully relieved and granted a study leave for a minimum period of 3 years, 2 years for MTech and equivalent degree holders. And the same part-time candidates would also need to get a no objection certificate on a proper letterhead from the appropriate authority, clearly stating that candidate is permitted to pursue studies on a part-time basis, and the other things that are listed here, that he or she would be fully relieved from the duties. Okay. um, his her official duties permit her to devote sufficient time for the research. Okay, and provided the facilities for research in the candidate's field of research are available at candidate's place of work, in case the proposed PhD research plan requires him or her to use these facilities when the candidate is physically present in the work. Okay. Okay. So here's the duration of the program. Minimum period for students with MTech is 2 years, whereas those for BTech is 3 years. Okay. And all the candidates are allowed with a maximum of 7 years for the submission of their thesis. That's the key. Okay. Now, here is the coursework and other academic requirements. Those things are for later, when you will get shortlisted or when you will get selected. You can read them later, but what my major point is here, it is the eligibility. It is the dates that you needed to know, and how you apply for the application form, because for the application form you also need a statement of purpose about your research. Okay, and that's a very strong thing in your application, and a resume, which is also very important. That should be very strong. That would really get you through. So, if you need any help or you need any assistance regarding the application form, or you're confused about anything, comment down below. I will help and I'll try best to answer you regarding this, because I'm myself an IITian. Okay, here it's okay. Yeah, we can scroll through the the browser. This is for MTech programs, as you can see here. You also need valid gate and JES score. Okay, you have to go through the all of the points in the given in the information browser. Okay, see, everything is given here. Whoever is applying, whether you're applying for MTech, MSc, any of the courses, you need to go through the application program. And this is very important. You firstly, determine whether you are eligible or not, and later read everything like hostel registration fee when you get shortlisted or when you receive an email. So that's the key. I would suggest you to focus on your statement of purpose, your application form, your dates, and submit the application as soon as possible. And here are some of the telephone numbers and email IDs. If you want to ask something, you can email admissions at the rate of admin@itt.ac.in. And here are the departments, academic units, everything, all of the emails are given here. You can see, you can reach out to them in any case, and you can ask them your queries, your doubts. Okay, so that would be enough for today. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you need any of my help, comment down below and I would try my best to help you all. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and much more is coming. More of the opportunities are coming for you.